didn't mean to buy her. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Bratz releases are always an ordeal, and I just assumed I wouldn't get her, and I thought it would be funny to try. That's why I ended up with this doll. But seriously though, I like her. I wanted her. It was the price point that was kind of like keeping me from really committing to buying her. $150 for a fashion doll is a lot of money. I'm not opposed to spending insane amounts of money on dolls. If you've seen my I spent $1,500 on a doll video, you'll know I'm more than willing to spend just extreme amounts of money on dolls. Just not usually fashion dolls. I have a budget of $120 for a fashion doll, generally speaking. I don't like to go above that. For a vintage doll, I might go a little bit higher. But generally, new releases at $150 wouldn't even be in the frame of mind for me. But here we are. I went to the Bratz website. I thought, wouldn't this be funny to try? I got on there. I added her to the cart. I'm in a line. I'm waiting 10 minutes. I'm like, great, by the time the 10 minutes is up, she's gonna be sold out, just like all the other Bratz releases, and spoiler alert. So, wasn't sold out, and I spent $150 on a doll. Now, this is the Jean Paul Gaultier collab with Bratz. I like Jean Paul Gaultier. The thing that most attracted me to this doll was not the outfit that she seems to come in, but the second outfit that looks like this, the iconic cone bra, is really what made me want her in the first place. I have not looked inside this box, but this box is extraordinarily fancy. It's very thick. It's made of heavy cardboard. Have I ever spent $150 on a doll before? I'm trying to think. Let me look around. Probably the closest was this girl. What did she cost? $100? I think so. She came in a nice box, but not a fancy box like this. And she came with one outfit. This doll comes with 2 outfits. I may have spent close to $150 on my reproduction Color Magic Barbie, but she was a special edition, so she doesn't really count. No, I've never spent $150 on a new release doll. That's the answer to the question. If you've been around, you'll know. No, that's not true. I don't like to film these videos after I get home from a 12-hour day of work, but it's when I film these videos. After a 12-hour day of work. And to be really honest with you, I just kind of want to hang out. I want to check out this doll and I want to chill. So if you want to come hang out with me and chill and check out this extraordinarily expensive $150 fashion doll from Jean Paul Gaultier and Bratz, stick around. That's what we're gonna do. Let's start by looking at the box. It's very like suitcase-like. It's extremely heavy. It like doesn't even fit in the frame. There you go, you can see it. It's got this little handle on it, as all Bratz dolls generally do, but this one's fancy and says Gaultier on a safety pin, which is very iconic of Gaultier. It is made of plastic. It is not made of metal, but it's pretty. It's silver. It's nice. And then, of course, the box says Jean Paul Gaultier, Bratz, and it's got a beautiful artwork of our girl on here. The side looks like this. It says Sasha Jean Paul Gaultier X Bratz. Jean Paul Gaultier X Bratz again. Outfit designs by Jean Paul Gaultier. I mean, I do suppose we're looking at a designer designed outfit here. And if we're honest, for a Gaultier, $150 is a deal. Maybe it's not so bad after all, okay? Here's the back of the box. We've got the girl in the second outfit, the one that's the most appealing to me. She's definitely gonna get displayed in this, I do think. And then Sasha for Jean Paul Gaultier X Bratz. And then again, very large font, Jean Paul Gaultier X Bratz. Bratz meets the fashion world of Jean Paul Gaultier. Spectacular, avant-garde, and unapologetically iconic. Bratz X Jean Paul Gaultier, designed for true enfants terribles only. That's fun, I like that. Sturdy cardboard we've got going on here. It's the kind of box I would expect a $150 doll to come in. And it's very fancy, and let's open it up and see what we're looking at. I didn't spend like too much time looking at other people's anything about this. You know, she kept coming up like on my Instagram feed, but I didn't take that close of a look. That's what we're looking at inside the box. I can't see a thing. I don't have any glasses on, but you can see a thing. It looks fancy from the blurry image that I'm getting. Let's spin it around. And we've got inside the box here a very cool situation. As you can see, we've got Bratz girls watching the fashion show. It reminds me of the box for the Kids Super Doll. They did a very similar thing where all the dolls were watching the fashion show of the doll. Very meta. Very fun. You probably can't hear me. I did get a microphone, but I'm too tired to set it up, so we got crappy sound still today. But believe me, everybody, better sound is hopefully coming to this channel. I keep buying microphones and they don't work, so I return them. We're working on it. I upped the budget a little bit, spent a little more money, so hopefully we get what we pay for. I'm already seeing things that make me go, oh, but we'll see once we get her out of the box. I think I decided I want to set my Bratz display up like as if it were the studio. I think that could be super fun. And these accessories that come in here will help me do that. So that's something to be grateful for. I did bring scissors. I don't need scissors. I could just lift that front plastic out. And now, without moving the camera, we can see our girl in the box a little bit better. Stunning, gorgeous, she's so pretty. Yay. The box smells good, like expensive cardboard. The first thing that's right on the front is the COA here. It says Bratz on the back with a little sticker. It looks like fancy and nice. Unlike Mattel that gives you a literal piece of paper, I have destroyed the sticker though. And it comes on like a nice card. I did buy the $150 one, if that wasn't clear to you by the beginning of the video. I didn't buy the $250 one because I was gonna pull it out of the box anyway. Like, why would I spend more money for like a fancy numbered doll when it was gonna just be taken out of the box? It looks really nice in the box though, so if you're like an in-box collector, this is definitely a doll that could be displayed beautifully in box. Let's see how hard this is to get out of here. We've got, oh my god, this is cool. It's like a little dress form in the shape of like a spritzer. It literally, that's what it is. It's made of hard plastic. It's in like kind of like an amber color. And it has like a little silver spritzer top on it, but it looks like it's wearing a corset. And it says Gaultier on the back. That's like super fun. But this little stand here could double as a doll stand, or it can hold your little mannequin. So that's super cute, super fun. And you can display her second outfit on there also. So that's rad. Love that. I've always wanted like a little doll-sized dress form. So that's a nice addition to my collection. I love miniatures and props and things. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. There's this little piece of paper here that's like a magazine. It says Bratz on it, so I assume it's like Bratz magazine. And then it says Passion for Fashion, Jean Paul Gaultier, and it's got like a Bratz doll dressed as a Jean Paul Gaultier boy. But it was like taped to the box, so it kind of like fucked it up. But here's the interior. It's got some artwork of the doll in it, which is actually super cool. It's got some like process stuff over here. I really like that. The back is our girl, close up in her sunnies. Do the sunnies look crooked? Yes. Maybe we could have worked on that a little bit, but that's fine. No worries if not. We've got tiny perfume here. Is that the back? Yes. That's the front. It's in the shape of a body. It looks very similar to the dress form, but it's in blue. It's in miniature, and it's got some stripes on it. That's fun. Love it. Here's her sunnies. I really like these. I love that they're light, so you'll be able to see her eyes through them, and the shape of them is like really nice to me. And the sculpt is really cool. They like look like actual sunglasses. Whoa. We've got Fancy Bratz brush in the star shape. It's also in a metallic silver though. It's like one of the nicer doll brushes that I own. I own a million of them. Did the $250 one come with a different stand? Because I felt like I kept seeing a different stand in photographs, but this one just comes with the classic Bratz stand in black, but it does say Jean Paul Gaultier Bratz on it. So, I mean, that's fine. It's like a little bit disappointing. It's just a cheap sort of plastic stand here. Nothing special except for maybe the writing on it, but okay. While I'm wrestling to get these things out of the box, another fun thing for me. I also bought the Style in Bratz the day before I bought this doll. And those dolls have been sitting in Bayonne, New Jersey for days on end. I don't know if I'm ever going to get them, but it's just like typical for me. Like I just can't get my stuff, and I'm not sure why that is. But it's like a running theme on this channel specifically. Like all of my things, for whatever reason, just sit somewhere for days on end. This one also passed through Bayonne, but seemed to arrive to me just fine. Don't know what that's about, but it's annoying. So, if you're interested in continuing Bratz Summer, as I like to call it, there will be more Bratz dolls, hopefully, eventually, soon, coming to this channel. But for now, let's just look at this Gaultier girl. So, second outfit here, we're obviously gonna put this on her because it's one of the things I was most excited about. It's got the classic Gaultier cone bra. It's made out of like a velour type fabric. It's got a lot of ruching on it. It's very, very fun. I like this a lot. It's got a little flouncy skirt. It's form-fitting, but the real seller was these booties. There's also, though, on here, which is also super cool, a metal Gaultier belt. You could also wear that as a bracelet. You could be bougie and pretend like you have Gaultier, or you do have Gaultier technically if you have a doll. Fun. In the box, she's sort of displayed holding this metallic silver purse. It's super fun. It's got a handle that moves. It's very reflective. Does it open? It sure looks like it does, but how is the question? There we go. It does open up. Maybe her perfume could fit in there. Yes, the perfume does fit in. So that's all she's allowed to carry around. Just one perfume, but I like that. I think that's a really cute accessory. It's really nice. And of course, it says Jean Paul Gaultier Bratz. It's like very canistery, and it's got like that kind of closure on it. I don't know, that's cool. I like that. Ugh, the hair has so much product in it. Why? So let me know in the comment section down below, did you get her? Were you like super excited about her? Or did you like buy her as a joke like I did? Just a $150 joke, you know? Which Bratz releases are you most excited about? I have to say, like, I was standing the Stylin' Girls for like a really long time. I'm really excited about those. But then the Fashion Pixies stock photos dropped, and that was where I was like, holy shit, I need them all. So for me, the most exciting release is probably the Fashion Pixies. I'm also pretty excited about the Clueless dolls, but I feel like that drop is probably going to be one of those, like the Mean Girls drop, that I assumed this drop was going to be like and wasn't, where it's really hard to get those dolls. So I'm not counting on it, but I do have to say, haven't seen them yet, obviously. So I don't know for sure what we're looking at. But if we're comparing them to Mattel, I don't know how to get this thing out of here. But if we're comparing them to Mattel's Clueless dolls, okay? The Clueless dolls from Mattel are $60. They come in a cheap looking outfit, and there's nothing very special about them. They don't even have new face molds. The Bratz dolls, haven't seen them yet, obviously, so I don't know what the clothes look like, but Bratz clothes are generally nicer than Barbie clothes. They're $70, right? That's $10 more than the Barbie doll, except they come in 2 outfits, and I bet the quality is far superior. So what do you think about that? Are you gonna pick up, or are you gonna try? That's the question. Are you gonna try to pick up the Clueless dolls from Bratz? Are you gonna try to pick up the Clueless doll from Barbie? She's got dog hair in her hair already. Ugh. Are there more fucking tea ties? How are you attached to this thing? I'm gonna have to wash the hair anyway, so I'm just gonna pull it out the hard way. There's more tea ties. MGA in their packaging. I was about to give it a compliment and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad. But guess what? It was that bad. Like, you didn't need this many tea ties to hold this hair in here. Just every time I get a doll from MGA, I wanna just give up halfway through because I can't get it out of the box. Oh god, she's still fucking attached. Just give it to me. Come on, blue-eyed Sasha. Come out of the box. Okay, I already have things to say, and they're I'm already kind of annoyed. Okay, so here's the doll. The first thing that is glaringly obvious to me, and I like fixed it, is this skirt is too big for the doll. And I also feel like the scale of the pattern is too big for the doll. And it's bothering me. There's a T-tie also through the skirt, and it's making it lie weird, which just makes it worse. So let me just line the Velcro up. When I line the Velcro up on the skirt, it's like her underwear is out. So that's bothersome. You can make it smaller, but I still think it looks kind of strange. And also it could really use a press. Like, you couldn't have just pressed that out and made it nice for me for $150, but okay. On first impressions here, the quality of the fabric feels nice, like it feels like a nice fabric, but there's just something about the scale of that and the fact that it is far too large for the doll that is bothersome to me, but that's fine, no worries. If not, we're just gonna move on from there and start taking a look. Ugh, it's just a chunk of product in it. So tired of the MGA dolls like not having nice hair when they come out of the box. First thing we're looking at is this cute little sailor hat on top of her head. It's honestly as little bridges. It's white, and then in white, full-on embroidery on the hat, it says Gaultier. I feel like it's subtle and it's cute, and I like that accessory. I think it's really nice. And I love like a subtle sort of designer moment, and that's what that hat is giving me. The hair is beautiful and blonde. That part I love. I love the texture of it with the light blades. Also very pretty. I hate that it has box hair, but that is what it is. But the most egregious part is like this chunk is like glued together. So it's got tons of product in it, so the hat needs to come off anyway. It has a structure in it, which is just plastic. I imagine it's T-tied to the head. So you can shove some pins in there if you want to keep the hat on. And the front's also really gelled. But that's what you get with MGA. But the part that I can feel that doesn't have product in it is so soft, and that's true of like all Bratz hair, and this doll is no exception. It's gorgeous feeling, and I know once I give this a wash, I'm going to be really happy with the hair. My nose just keeps getting redder because I keep rubbing it. But let's not look at my face. Let's look at Sasha's face here. It's very, very beautiful. The screening on this doll is absolutely stunning. She has like eyebrows that almost look like they were like painted onto her face. I think that's really interesting and very like artistic looking, and I like kind of am obsessed with it. They fade from light to dark. Let me get a good look at that. Yeah, that is so cool. I love the way that looks. That's such a unique feature. I've never seen anything like it on a doll before. She also has this really intricate eye makeup going on here, which starts on the lid with a white lid. As you can see there, there's a dark cut crease that comes up to the eyebrow, and then underneath the eyebrow we have like a bright white highlight. So pretty. And then the inner corner there is white too. She's got another unique feature here, which is brown eyeliner and brown mascara, and there's something like very like flowy and romantic about her lashes, something I've really just never seen before on a doll. And you know I love a unique girly, and I love that Bratz is like trying things and doing different stuff, and like I just really appreciate that because I'm a design girl and I love a good design. I love an interesting design. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. This Sasha has blue eyes. Why? Because she's wearing contacts, obviously. And she's got some really pretty catch lights in there. They've done a beautiful job with the shadow up at the top lid, because that's like what naturally happens with real people's eyes. I love that. I think it's so pretty. She's got really beautiful little rosy cheeks, and another feature that I love is when they do an ombre lip, especially on a dark skin girl. I just think that's so beautiful, and she's got that for us. She's got a really dark line outlining the lips, and it blends into a really pretty red. She's got a little bit of teeth showing, which is my favorite version of an open mouth on a doll. I think her face is outstanding. It's beautiful, absolutely perfect. Also, we see here on the head, she's got some metallic earrings that say Gaultier Bratz on them. They kind of look like records almost. They're very metallic, very silver, like, nice. It gives like a lot of dimension, especially from a distance. Her little outfit, we already kind of talked about it. She's got just a really simple little long sleeved, cropped, sort of sailor-esque top that goes cute with her little hat here, and then the skirt, which I feel like idea-wise is great because it's so iconically Gaultier, but the execution could use some work. Maybe if I like press this, I'll feel better about it, but it still doesn't fit. And for a $150 doll, you really could have given me a couple of snaps on there, couldn't you, instead of some garbagey Velcro. I mean, it's not garbagey Velcro, it's nice Velcro, but it's just like, I would have loved it to fit, I guess, but it kind of doesn't, and that's the way it is. But the details on it are quite nice. It does have a leather waistband here. Of course, it doesn't look great because it's too big, and it has some, I mean, leather, it's pleather. There's some leather little straps here with some hardware. Is it cold to the touch? No, I think it's plastic, but I honestly can't tell. And then there is a Gaultier safety pin through the skirt, just like the one on the top of the box, which is so fun. The skirt is a blue plaid, that's the main color. There's some black stripes and red stripes and yellow stripes, fun. And then it's got this sort of like frayed, purposefully frayed edge, which is a very kilty detail. I like it. I think that's fun. I just wish the scale of that was a little bit smaller and it fit the doll better. And for $150, I would expect it to, if I'm being honest. But coming on down to these shoes, they're a cool sculpt. Her hair is in the way. I like the sculpt of these. I think it's really fun. I love the pointy toe. I love the stiletto heel. I love this like weird sort of like spiky platform on the bottom. It's very Gaultier, very punk, very fun. But then there's no painted detail on them, and those buckles really could have used some of that metallic silver like on the accessories and everything. I feel like for $150 is the least they could have done. Just a little bit of silver paint on those buckles, you know? And then, of course, this doll does have classic Bratz articulation, which is a little bit of head tilt forward back, a little bit of head tilt side to side. She's got an elbow joint, a wrist joint, there's a swivel at the top of the arm. Shoulder articulation is actually quite good on these. She's got a clip jointed knee, which you can see fully engaged on this side, and there it is straight on that side. Cute. I want to put her in the other outfit, obviously, because it was one of the main selling points for me. Taking the skirt off, her underwear is plaid, which is so fun. A little detail like that is great. I just keep scratching my nose and it just keeps getting redder and redder. I have allergies all year round, and I'm allergic to my dog. That's where we're at tonight, and I'm too tired to care. God, there's so many tea ties through the thing. At least with this fabric though, you're not going to be able to tell that there's holes in it, so that's good, I suppose. Mine does have like a lot of little loose strings on it though, as you can see. It's like when they ruched it, they like never cut the strings off. My scissors don't work great, so I'm not really going to be able to fix that now. I'm going to have to get out the good scissors, the sewing scissors, and deal with that later. But I really want to see this outfit on her. So let's do it. Let's put it on. Oh God, there's a tea tie through the bottom. Like, for what? Again, with the Velcro closure. I really think, in my opinion, for designer and collector dolls of this caliber and price point, we need to stop using Velcro. I feel like Velcro is a great closure for playline dolls, but when you're looking at something this expensive and this designer, I would want a little bit more. And it's not even like the best kind of Velcro, it's like the middle kind. Like Mattel on their playline uses better Velcro than this. And I feel like I've seen them use better Velcro than this. So that's interesting. Like, it wouldn't have killed them to put a couple of snaps on there. You gotta sew snaps on by hand though, that's the problem, and labor is expensive. And with tariffs and everything, you gotta cut corners somewhere, right, girl? Oops, her boobies are just out. Fully out. Didn't get that on quite right. Gotta put her feet back on. I can't even tell which one is which. This was like the thing as a kid that like upset me about Bratz. I didn't like that they didn't have feet. My like brain couldn't comprehend not having feet. I think that might just be a me problem though. It was the right feet. Still can't really tell. Okay. I love the outfit. Okay. There's something about that pink on her skin tone that is just so beautiful to me. So like absolutely stunning. The iconic cone bra is something that I personally will wear, not a Gaultier one, but you know, a bra of vintage variety that gives me a cone shape. I think that's attractive. I think the ruching and the way that form fits to her body is absolutely stunning. I also feel like it kind of looks like intestine, which I enjoy. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, absolutely. The only problem with this outfit is she has absolutely no capacity for movement in it. Like, it's very tight, very form-fitting, and it comes down so low on her legs, she ain't going anywhere. She's only standing in that, which for a doll is perfectly fine, I do suppose. I think if I were to display her in this, I would take this hat off because I don't feel like the hat goes with the outfit, but it goes really cute with the other outfit, so I need to make some decisions on that. I think this one's cuter. It was definitely the one that I was more excited about, and I also don't love the fit of the other one. Oh, I forgot to put the bells on. It's the best part. The belt's just like a little bit hard to get on properly. Like the claw clip is just like slightly too thick for the size of ring that they put on this. Like it fits, but it's like not an easy fit, if you know what I mean. But it's really cute, and I do love her in that outfit. I wish her arms would stop doing that though. It's creepy. Now it's stuck in her matted blue hair. And there she is. There she is in the outfit, everybody. I love it. I love this like intestine cone bra outfit with like Gaultier bling. It's perfect. I love it with the black shoes. I think it's great. I think in this outfit the hat needs to go. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And here's what she's looking like in her sunnies. They look really cute on her. I feel like all you're getting is ring light glare. But I really like those on her and off her. What is it about Bratz and being obsessed with sunglasses? Every brat comes with sunglasses, but you know, these are a nice one. So at least there's that. Do I think it's overpriced? Absolutely. I think that this doll could have cost like $100, and I think that would be a fair price for her. So that's her. That's the Gaultier X Bratz Sasha doll. For the most part, I'm like pretty pleased with her. The only thing I'm like pretty disappointed in is this skirt, which I guess is kind of a big part of the doll. It's just like it doesn't fit, and I want it to fit better. And the scale is a little bit too big for me, but I feel like if it fit, I could just like cope with the scale. Like it's an oversized plaid. I don't know, maybe it's just mine. Maybe mine just doesn't fit and other ones are fine. I don't know. Please, in the comment section down below, let me know if you got this doll and your skirt fits better than mine. But overall, I think she has one of the most beautiful Bratz faces I've ever seen. The hair, once it's washed, will be soft. The texture is beautiful. I love that they're kind of doing all the girls as blondes. I think that's kind of fun. Seeing them in a hair color that like they don't traditionally have, it's kind of fun. And it makes for like a unique doll experience. So like if you have like 10 Sashas, like I happen to have right now, that's not true. I don't have 10 Sashas. I have 2 Sashas. But like none of them look like her. And this one also has blue eyes. So another unique feature of this particular Sasha. Now I did pull money from my rainy day savings to buy her. The fact of the matter is now that I'm not getting the coolest Barbies, like that kind of paid for most of her anyway. So it all evens out in the end. That's what I always say. It'll all even out in the end. And that's the message I'm gonna leave you all with tonight. It'll all even out in the end. And so I hope you enjoyed this late night hangout sesh with me and this Jean Paul Gaultier X Bratz Sasha doll. please do let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this doll. Do you think she is worth the kind of extraordinarily high price point? If you made it this far in the video, please do let me know in the comment section down below what's your favorite part of her. Like, do you like her this outfit? Do you like her other outfit? Do you like her face? Because I think the face is my favorite part, if I'm being honest. And also, make sure to drop a lips emoji down in the comments to let me know you're a real one. I'm trying out Lingo of Children. Do you like it? And from me and Sasha here, we hope you have a wonderful time. We hope you have a wonderful time. What a beautiful face. Goodbye! You know what we're doing? We're reaching for our cash that's gone. Both of us.